Is it similar to the lap zipper?
No.
No. Okay.
We made a fly front. We were making a welt pocket, and then the time finished. It's like finish. So we're making this and the time finished. So we have to make the fly front, this, and the all-in-one facing today before class ends. Okay. I made some few mistakes which I'll be correcting in the new video. So I'll kind of connect the previous video and the new video if there is any discrepancies. So this one, this is where the mistake is. Okay. All right, so we are starting with the fly front. So we have on a fly shield or zipper shield, and then you will have a fly, and then you will have the two fronts. So this will be like here, and then the other one will be like there. Does it make sense? Okay. So basically the fly is what you always close on either your jeans, your classic pants. If there is no string in it and you have to close a zip over there, mostly there is fly. Okay. All right. So there is a notch over there. You will see it on your pants, on your pattern, and I have that marked, and that is where the zipper is going to end. And you have to use 7 inches zipper. If your zipper is long, you need to cut it down. All right. All right. So the first thing we'll be doing is to put these two together, and then we are going to put the fly on it. Make sure you have the fusing or the interfacing in it.
Do you have to serge the edges like that?
Of course. So in the other one, I fixed this one before I serged it, but I don't want you to be standing over here. So I did everything. So we just have to keep moving. So I serged everything. I just have to keep sewing. So I'm going to stitch 1/4 inch. So if I mark it over here, it's not going to show. So I'll mark it behind. So 1/4 inch from where the notch is all the way up. And I'll have it pinned down. So I'm going to stitch that, and then when we come back, we are going to attach the zip. All right, let's go stitch. So after that stitch, we are going to open this one and then top stitch. So the top stitch is going right on the fly, not on the pattern, the pants body. So top stitch about 1/16 close to the seam. And I'm also ending this one at where, at where the notch is. Okay, now we are going back to the, normally manipulate it until I get it. So it's going to be like this, yes. So we would have to stitch the zipper 1/2 inch away from the edge. So if I measure 1/2 inch, it will be somewhere here. But the easy way to also do it is just to place the zipper and make sure that it is close to the edge. So if I press this very well and it is nicely pressed with iron, not your hand, okay? Just pinning this, making sure that this is close to the edge. Okay, so this is how it should be looking, and we are going to stitch this. And then after that we'll stitch another one closer. All right, so this one you would definitely need a zipper foot to stitch it. This one you can stitch it with the normal foot. So we'll stitch this one first, then I'll change this the foot, and then I'll stitch this. All right, let's go. No. Now I need to stitch closer to the zipper so I kind of have something like that. So I'm going to remove this and change that. Now we have this. And when we close it, it looks like this. Okay. All right. We are going to fold that and send the zipper backward. And then we can press it with iron, not your hand. And then we are going to take the zipper shield, turn it this way, and place it down. And the edge of that is going to line up with the pant edge. And then the other edge is going to line up with the zipper. So this matches with this, and then the zipper also matches, and we are going to stitch that.
Could you show from the back, please? Okay. So does it like match the zipper you said? Okay.
So this matches the zipper.
Okay.
Exactly on the edge, and then you pin it. So at the back you have something like this and like that. And then when you open the zipper, you open it from here, and this is on this, and this is going to be on this. All right, so we are just going to attach this onto this, and then come back and attach this on this. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, let's stitch. Okay, so this is what we have. This is now attached to this. Can you see the other pant side? No, the pants, yes. Oh, thank you. So we have this, and then we have this one. So this is going to be like here, and then this will be stitched on top of this. So I'm going to just flip this a little bit, if possible, just pull it away, and then put this one closer to the zipper, and then pin it. Always make sure that they are all aligning to each other, and then I pin that.
And you fold it over the other pant side, right?
I just fold. Oh, I did not talk about that. So this is folded down about 3/8 of an inch or 1/4 of an inch, and then I would put that down. I just press it down because I want the things to move faster. But if not, I would have just fold it over here and put it on it and stitch. So we have that fold, and we put that fold on this, line it up, pin it, and stitch it. So let's see if that is lining up perfectly. Good. And we'll stitch it until we found where our notch is, and we are going to pause there. Okay, so I'm going to stitch that. Using my zipper foot again. When you are stitching close to the edge, it's always about 1/16, okay? It should not be bigger. So now we have this, and if I close the zipper, this is the kind of thing we have currently. And then this is like this, and this is like this, so it's kind of flapping over. So the next thing we are going to do is to on the wrong side of the pants. So put this together, and then we are going to stitch all the way from here. We'll match this. And then match this. Remember, we have a notch, right? And our stitches end on the notch. So we are going to start the stitches from there all the way down to the crotch. Trying to match this one over here on the curve, and then I can start stitching. Let me change my foot. I'm done. Okay, so I'm starting from where the notch ends, and then I'll double stitch and keep sewing my 1/2 inch all the way down to the seam. So we have this, and then when we open it, we have this. And guess what? The zipper is well covered. This way, not that way. The zipper is well covered. You can see that. Now we have a J stitch to make. So the J stitch is that kind of L you would always see on the pants. We have that to make, and that also ends right here. So where is my pen? My pen is not here. Okay, let me pick my pen. Of this one, very round, and then use that one to stitch. And then you can also just mark it with your pen and then stitch on that line. So I can use this and mark that all the way down here. I have to make sure that I'm marking closer to. I have to make sure that I'm also stitching on this. So if this mark is here, how much is that measurement? That is about 1.5. So I can have my 1.5 inches marked, and then 1.5. Then with that, I can use this to give it that shape that I want. They're supposed to start from here. Okay. It's not a straight line I'm looking for. It's not straight as I wanted. They're supposed to go here. Okay. So with the J stitch, we would have to start all the way from here and then all go down. But one thing is we are not stitching on this. So sometimes you can stitch a little bit from there to catch this, or you can just leave it and stitch this alone. So what I'm going to do is I will stitch a little bit and then pause, remove this, and then keep stitching, because if I keep this under it, it's going to catch this one and I can't open the zipper. So I will start with that.
Does it matter which one we do? Like, can we do it without the flap at all?
This one with flap, this one?
Yeah, because you said we could either catch it a little bit
Yes. So
or not. Can we not do it at all?
the J stitch, you have
No,
to
no, no. I'm saying like,
like
catch the facing on the back.
yeah, one thing is if you want to just make the J stitch without catching this one, it's going to restrict you somehow. So no matter what, you definitely stitch on this a little bit and then flip it over and continue. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Trying to make sure that I don't bump on that metal to break my needle. Okay, it's here. So I'm going to remove this under it. Straight line I'm looking for. It's not straight as I wanted. They're supposed to go here. Okay. So with the J stitch, we would have to start all the way from here and then all go down. But one thing is we are not stitching on this. So sometimes you can stitch a little bit from there to catch this, or you can just leave it and stitch this alone. So what I'm going to do is I will stitch a little bit and then pause, remove this, and then keep stitching, because if I keep this under it, it's going to catch this one and I can't open the zipper. So I will start with that.
does it matter which one we do? Like, can we do it without the flap at all?
this one, we flap this one.
Yeah, because you said we could either catch it a little bit
Yes. So
or not. Can we not do it at all?
the J stitch, you have
No,
to
no. I'm saying like,
like
catch the facing on the back.
yeah. One thing is if you want to just make the J stitch without catching this one, it's going to restrict you somehow. So no matter what, you definitely stitch on this a little bit and then flip it over and continue. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Trying to make sure that I don't bump on that metal to break my needle. Okay, it's here. So I'm going to remove this under it. Oh, it's still catching it. If that's still, just pause it. Okay. So we have this, and then we can now stitch on top of this. Just to close everything up and cut our threads. Our fly front is ready. Any question? Any confusion? Is this straightforward?
More or less.
Okay.